What's up, family? Adil here with Milky Tech, and a fan reached out to me. They had a little boo-boo with their MacBook Pro 2019. They dropped it and the screen no longer works. So let's replace the screen and get this laptop back and running. In order to do this job, we're going to need a few things. A replacement screen and all these tools. Link for everything that I use will be in the description below. And before we continue, if you guys enjoyed this content, smash that like and hit subscribe. Now let's get this done. Alright, so the first thing I like to do before I change any kind of part is make sure that the part I got matches what I have. Take this out. Here's the replacement screen. And I'll just put it on top of it and they look the same. The next thing I like to do is put like a nice little towel. This way I'm not scratching anything. Alright, so let's flip this around and let's start dismantling. So you're going to need a star-shaped bit that is 1.2 millimeters in size. Let's bring a little magnetic thing here to hold our screws and take out our screwdriver. What I like to do is I like to put the screws in the order that I take them out. This way I remember how to put it back in. The next thing we want to do is get a plastic pry tool and we're going to want to pry it out. And we might be able to even use this suction to help us. Pull that out, put this in here, put a finger here, and you just want to open it up a little bit. There you go, pop it out and then rub a little bit and it should just slide right out. Should. Come on. There we go. It slides right out. As you can see here, these clips, you have to slide them right in. The next thing we want to do is disconnect the battery from the system so it doesn't accidentally turn on. Now we have a little cover here we want to remove. This comes right out. Put this to the side. Next thing we want to do is take this off right here. Pop that out and pull the cable out. Next, we want to take this screw out. In order to take off this battery screw, it's a T5. Unscrew it out. Take it out. Now, what you want to do is just lift this up just a little bit, and we are disconnected. Next thing we want to do is remove this cover over here. Just peel it back a little bit, and we want to remove the Wi-Fi antennas. We just want to pop them out. Be careful; these are very fragile. Pop one, pop two. And pop 3. We have another screw here that we have to remove, so let's take that one out. That one is for the Wi-Fi antenna. So we're going to have to take out all these screws over here to remove the Wi-Fi antenna. Just be careful. It's a T2 screw and these screws are very small and they're easy to strip. So just be gentle with them. You really need some glasses for this. So the cover that we removed here is for the display port cover, and we're going to have to remove these 2 screws over here to access the display port cable that we have to disconnect. These screws are super fragile and if you strip them, good luck is all I have to say. I'm gonna pop this cable out. And we've got some screws over here we could take out. Take them all out. These are the covers for the hinge. Next step is to remove all those screws over here on both sides. In order to take those screws out, you need a P2 screwdriver. And these screws are even smaller than the other screws. These screws are for the display board. They just love to use different socket sizes. It would have killed them to use the same bit. They do it on purpose so you don't fix it yourself. That is loose. Now we'll take out the Touch ID sensor. And this has a little clip to it, so we're going to put it in, or clip it in, and then pull it in. And let's pop this off. That's loose now. And now we got to remove the antenna. And there's like a little adhesive back here, so you want to put in something just to pull it out just a little bit. And there we go. And now you want to pull this out. And all our antenna cables has been pulled out through this little channel here. So when you put this back in, it's reverse process, and you got to fish it in through it. Alright, next step is to take off the hinge. And that looks like it's a T8. And now what we want to do, we want to open the laptop up a little bit. Open up slowly, up until it's about 90 degrees. And then we just pull this out. The screen came out. Alright. And now what we want to do in the reverse process is install the hinge. Alright. Do it like that. And now let's get a screw on here. Let's put one more screw on this side. And now we get to close it. Now let's just put on the rest of the screws and go back in reverse. And now what you want to do is fish in this antenna. And you're going to fish it in through here and through the motherboard, underneath all this stuff, just to get it all the way in. Use a pair of tweezers to help us pull them out. One, there's the second one, there's the third one, and that cable. There we go. And now it looks like we just have to put all the screws back in. Alright, so let's connect all the antenna screws. One screw goes right here. And now we'll start connecting our smaller ones. Our teeny tiny ones. Put a couple of screws to hold this down. And be careful, don't tighten them too much. We'll snap these really easily. Alright, so now let's put back the 4 screws for the controller board. Alright, now display connector is connected. Alright, now let's flip these over and connect these. Connect the last 4 screws for this bracket. Put this bracket over the display port connector, 2 screws for it. Alright, let's slide this back, cover in. Push it in. We are in. Now before I put the last final screws on here, let's make sure that this turns on. Let's plug in the power. And let's see what happens. And it is alive! Woohoo! Alright, let's put the last screws in. And that's how you guys replace a screen on a MacBook Pro. It is not that bad of a process. It's pretty involved, and you need to have the right tools, and more specifically, you need to have the right bits. So links for this will be in the description below, and the link for the replacement screen should be in the description below. Yeah, overall, it's not a bad process, and anybody can do it. You know, you just need patience. And guys, the giveaway is still going on and should be ending in about 2 weeks. In order to enter this giveaway, you need to do a few things. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, and comment and tag 4 friends on my latest post. That will enter you into our giveaway. If you guys enjoyed this content, smash that like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you get notified when I release my next video. If you guys have a question, a comment, or want to say hello, drop it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.